So I've been trying to think of how do you open source a workflow like this? A, it's got to be something that is complex. It's not something that's obvious, even though I'm going to give you just basic tools. Today's going to be obvious. At least I think it should be. And like, why would I open source a workflow like music recording? If you're still here for the episode, yeah, you should download this browser. It's really good. All your mobile YouTube video watching should be with this browser right here. This one. Download the Brave browser app on your mobile device and watch all the YouTube with no ads. It's really the best browser. I use it for all my desktop browser. Go to the desktop site, brave.com. Download it. I'll be happy you did. I think a lot of honest people hold trade secrets to their chest tightly, and rightfully so. Like, I'm really quickly realizing now, like, all the people in the trades, the reason why they hold the trades near and dear to the chest is because it's hard to learn this stuff in a long time. It takes a long time. I get it. So I respect that entirely. When it comes to stuff like this, like with software, I like the open source world because it is really complex, and it gets better with more people working on it and tinkering. Not for all projects, like something like Chris Sawyer's Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm so happy it was a one-person project. I'm so happy it was a one-person project that wasn't part of this machine. But I do think there are cases where open source needs to apply to things like software for reasons due to complexity in problem solutions. Like error handling. Errors are complex. Solutions aren't the only complex things. Like errors themselves are very complex. Like a whole system can break, and it can break in a certain way, and that's one type of error. It can also break in another way, and that's another error, and both need to be accounted for. And each of those, so like the reverse of each of those problems is a solution of themselves. So like every solution has an inverse error that you want to avoid. So I think one of the things you want to avoid with record production is just noise. In the figurative sense, in the literal sense, like you don't want noise in your record. Like you want to mute where possible. You want to get just the essence of the signal, the guitar signal, the drum signal, mic. And then figuratively, you want no noise in your way of making any art at all. Like painters, I would bet need either silence or music. I would rarely say an artist needs somebody bickering at, like yelling at them, while they're trying to think and be expressive. It's not in the best interest of the output of the art. Certainly not an artist. So that's another thing. Like I also think I owe it to the world of the arts itself to open source a workflow that I know works for someone, and I really do believe this workflow can help other people in this situation. And the situation is just a musician not wanting to put money into anything because you don't have to, because you can play your instrument, and the instrument's cheap. Like throwing your hands on the table. You're a musician, it requires nothing. It requires nothing. You're a whistler, it requires nothing. If you're a good whistler, you create full orchestral fanfares. You just gotta imagine the rest of it. If you can create individual voices here and there, that's good enough. It's good enough. And I think the music world deserves a way to have a standardized way of accessing the bare minimum of collecting musical output from a human brain. That's it. And now we're in the AI phase, and we're all fighting AI generated music, and that's the obvious thing we need to stay away from. As a solution for that is we need a ramped up way to collect human playing. That's what we need. That's the tool. I'm not making music because I'm the best music. Anybody who listens to me knows Mike Stern exists. Everyone who listens to me knows Joe Dart exists, and Victor Wooten, and all of them. Everyone who listens to me knows all these other people exist, and they're way better. What I'm making is a standardized way to just take your practice, because when you practice, that's going to be your best stuff. And then you copy it. Like, you're not going to play it for the first time on stage. You're actually going to practice it. Now, if you do improv, that's actually what I do. That's why I'm doing this. Anything I have on my official record, that's an improv line, and I led up to it over 5 times. Like, you have to ramp it up. Like, it's not perfect, but like every jazz artist knows when you're recording, or every jazz artist knows that when you're playing with a band, you don't get it right on the first time. You just don't. That's why it's like improvised artists are improvising on stage, but like all the musicians who've been playing with them played it. They hear the same solo like for a few times before they get it. Like, yeah, we want live. And the most live is private practice. Private practice is the most live. And if your private practice is in a studio session with a band, in rehearsals, that's also private practice. But my point is, if you're a single musician, there should be a rapid development, an open source rapid development sequence methodology, trade secrets that are no longer close to my chest. Like this, I now have an appreciation for keeping things close to the chest. I'm not gonna make a YouTube video about that shit. No, maybe. No, I got a lot to learn. Like I'm gonna make a fool of myself if I do this. But music, it's like, come on, we need to record live. That's what it's gonna be. And Jack Stratton figured it out. He's the guy. He figured out how to record live, and we all should be doing it. We all should be doing it in Jack Stratton's way. And I'm making my own edition of it. I'm a branch from Jack Stratton's media production project. Simply put, that's what it is. And if you're looking for a bathroom remodeler, you should hire Walkum Homes. You should give a text to 444-8362, and they'll get back to you pretty quickly. You need a new pooper? You need a new toilet? Let's come out. Do the wax ring, make sure the flange is all level and solid and not cracked. And then you don't have subfloor rot, and you don't have cracked tile, and water leaking between the tub and the floor. Rot in the floor down there, and tub draining, and plumbing. Copper, sweat. I like the sweat. It's peace of mind. It's just peace of mind. It's gonna not leak. And then there's tile, waterproofing. What else? Paint. Oh, doors. Yeah, good with doors. What am I doing? The general thing with this ad. I lost track of the joke. And if you need bathroom remodels, I'm not open sourcing that. It's already open source. That's another thing. Like I'm not open sourcing anything. This is just all free knowledge. It just needs to be collected into a singular funnel for your own personal production rig. Your own rig. Everybody needs their own rig. I keep thinking of like a wallet on the wall, and it zips around on the monorail track. Wherever you go, like if you put your keys down in your wallet, or your keys will always be by the door. But I always have to grab my wallet to like pay for something on the internet for somewhere I am in the house, or something like that. And I need my password book that I have physically written. I don't keep it on anything. I always have to access that. I want like a wall mount, a railing that goes around my whole house. At the box holding all the stuff, I can just reach, grab it, or the shelf. This box would just go through my whole house and just follow me, or zip right to when I need it. Like it can stay put, I can move it, and I'm like, I need it, and it just follows me on the wall system. Like, yeah, we have a robot that does it, but I'm gonna trust the track better. A horizontal and vertical elevator throughout the whole house, the size of a tissue box. That would be awesome. That would be really cool. I should write a white paper on that. Could be done. Anyone else? This is unbelievable. If you're still here for the episode, yeah, you should download this browser. It's really good. All your mobile YouTube video watching should be with this browser right here. This one. download the Brave browser app on your mobile device, and watch all the YouTube with no ads. It's really the best browser. I use it for all my desktop browser. Go to the desktop site, brave.com, download it. I'd be happy you did. Go to OBS Studio, obsproject.com, download that. Go to blackmagicdesign.com, products/DaVinci Resolve, download that, free download, and they're all free. So if you do that, you'll be ahead of 99% of everyone making music. Just do those things. And all my little touches, it all comes into playing. But I'm gonna show you every other thing, every single thing.